Hey there folks, this is David on David's Brain. Welcome back to our ongoing Let's Play of Sly 2 Band of Thieves for the PS4 on PS5. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and contribute to my Patreon, links in the description at the bottom. Okay, so last time, Sly and the gang managed to get their biggest score yet, at least as far as this whole Clockwerk part business is concerned, by walking away with all three of Jean Bison's Clockwerk parts he stapled into his Iron Horse trains. So now... And yeah, remembering back to what he was what Bison was talking about with Arpeggio back in None of a Bay. Bison and Arpeggio are going to be meeting up at the end of the week in order for Bison to deliver a Northern Light battery that he needs for that Arpeggio needs for his master plan. And yeah, Sly and the gang need to find a way to get towards Arpeggio in order to swipe his Clockwerk brain. And yeah, Jean Bison is still out there, and yeah, the gang are still going to need to deal with him. Yeah, won't exactly be conscionable to go leave this ecological terrorist out free. Alright, time to put this big guy back on ice.
Things just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights, well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone. In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean Bison and his mysterious partner Arpeggio. Somehow, those two are behind it all. Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy. By simply following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean Bison's presence and that he was in possession of the Clockwerk talons. The Thievius Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like Bison could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts.
Uh-oh.
Those talons have got to go, both to finally do away with Clockwerk and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
If they could be really wanting to go and do something like that, well, I mean, hey, just head on down to the Amazon, at least you get paid for it. Menace from the north. Alright, let's go and hunt down this hosiery. I gotta go and give him a right good beating there, right, don't you? Alright, let's see. Reduction bomb, guttural roar, and thief reflexes.
Okay, so here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's blip is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean Bison. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's Clockwerk brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blip.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the Clockwerk talons off Jean Bison. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cane. It can now separate into two smaller canes, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice. Just jump and hit the circle button to dig in.
Alright, awesome. And let's see, thief reflexes. Let's see, the slow down power up to go complement well with the speed up power. Oh great, and now there's eagles all over the place. Alright, well, before we do any recon, let's see if we can go and get all of Jean Bison's clue bottles and his treasures. Or loot, whatever. Same thing, really. Yep, no, can't reach that from there. Then again, no clue bottles on there anyway, so whatever. Whew, that was close. Oh yeah, while we're here, gotta go and take out at least 5 of these outhouses. Woof. Yeah, that's ought to make a nice little addition to the Thieves Raccoonus. Yeah, just the thing to make these lumberjacks' lives just a little bit more miserable. Yep, nowhere to go. No, where do we go? Where do we go now? Let's see, no clue balls around here. Oh, would you look at that? There's a woolly mammoth over there. Huh. I bet if it's somewhere a little bit more, a bit more scientifically inclined, or maybe historically inclined, whatever, he probably think of maybe selling that off to a museum and make himself some nice cash. Or actually, knowing him, I'm pretty sure he's just try and release that thing so he can get himself a good hunt. Well, never, let nobody say I never had a chance to go and hunt down a big old mammoth before. ain't that? Every day you get to see something so rare and unique, and then go and stuff it, mount it on your wall. Yes, sir. Yeah, that sounds about right. Or worst case scenario, it could just turn into a pickle situation and go and release an unstoppable monster. Whew. And there's a clue bottle right in the middle of those. Yeah, this big friggin' bear. Alright, more than halfway through with the clue bottles here. Yep, definitely gotta avoid those eagles. Oh yeah, go on back to Gondor or wherever it is. Alright, only 11 more bottles left to go. I'll get that last clue bottle later. Alright, turn around there, you big old knucklehead. Good thing I wasn't carrying any loot around that time, otherwise, whew. Ow! Alright, while that bear's busy chowing down on that guard. Don't. Alright, take two. Ah. Alright, got all three of Jean Bison's big old loot. Just wait for this guy to turn around. Alright, just need to track down 3 more clue bottles. Alright, no loot from him. Ah, there you are. Ah, there it is. Now just get that last clue bottle after I start the job. Finally, there it is, the small nugget I was looking for. Thank you. Alright, now just a quick trip to the safe house to sell off my loot. Yeah, no, how was I supposed to know he was just going to turn on a dime like that? Alright, now let's get down to business. Time to get the recon on Jean Bison's lumber camp.
It's good to see my cane upgrade perform so well in the field. Now scout the area. I could really use the reconnaissance.
Alright, let's get to work. Let's see, sawmill blades, the local bear.
This place is bear country, all right.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. He's putting out a slight radio signature.
Huh. Interesting. All right, let's see these. Those lumber mill saw blades, Jean Bison's cabin, and a boat.
Jean Bison's house. The lair of the beast. The den of evil. The epicenter of ecological destruction.
The pinpoint. Let's see. Ground zero. Ground zero of old world progress. Ugh.
Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while.
Probably back in Jean Bison's time. Oh yeah, old enough. Oh, yeah, probably sequestered it up away from the rest of the world so that yeah, it wasn't torn down forever ago. But yeah, probably an old mining camp from back in Bison's day.
Fascinating. My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat.
Oh.
It must be piloted by computer. Okay, that should do it. Now for the real point of interest. Head for that lighthouse and try to find a way to sneak in.
Alright, the lighthouse, eh? Thank you. Well, that's another way to get in. Oh, and there's Bison now. And he's got the Clockwerk talons.
Just looking at that spinner makes me dizzy.
Oh, well, looks like we found the charger.
That's the battery charger, but where's the battery Arpeggio's coming to pick up?
Well, bit of a crude way, but hey, if it works, it works.
I was right. The entrance is barred from the inside. Might as well get a shot of old Jean Bison.
While we're here. And yep, there he is with the Clockwerk talons on that staff of his. Or that walking stick of his.
Oh, Sly, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, Jean. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the Clockwerk talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who might kid me? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is, yeah.
Head back to the safe house. We need to talk about these lumberjack games.
Well, hey, if he's just gonna hand the Clockwerk talons to us on a silver platter, might as well take him up on it.
Well, guys, Jean Bison has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the Clockwerk talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC combat club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean Bison's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work.
Will do. And as always, intel is crucial, so yeah, I'm gonna call it a day here, and next time, we're gonna get to work on trying to bug Jean Bison's house. So, till next time, folks, this is David on David's Brain. See you when I see ya. Bye-bye.